I'm going to show you how to make your videos look 10 times more cinematic in Premiere Pro with 2 simple steps: color correction and color grading. And if you stick till the end of the video, I will give you 1 extra tip on how to make your videos look even more cinematic. First, let's start with color correction. So to start off, make sure that you have the Lumetri color tab selected. If you don't know how to add that, go up into Window and make sure that you have the Lumetri color tab selected. And then from there, you're good to go. So these are the dials that you're going to be worrying about primarily. Probably not the white balance dials as much, because color grading will be taking care of that. So I'm no expert when it comes to color, so I tend to play around with these dials until I think my clip looks good. It's also good to have an effect in mind, so then you can move those dials to the type of effect you're going for. But if you want to get technical with it, you can go up into Window and add the Lumetri Scopes tab. So if we go into Lumetri Scopes, we have this weird color window, and basically that shows all the color that's in this clip. So the objective, or like the idea behind this, is to see the dynamic range that you can make. So, and by doing that, you increase the white. So the whites go up and make the blacks go down. But make sure that the whites and blacks aren't touching edges of the Lumetri scope, or otherwise it's going to be too exposed. But move them apart enough so then you're maximizing the amount of dynamic range that's been captured in this clip. So yeah, more or less, I think that's so not all the way, but just enough so it's nearly 100%. And then if we bring down those shadows a bit, no, it's a bit much here, so I bring down that contrast and maybe bring down that exposure just a bit. And there we are. That's your color corrected clip. Didn't really take that long, took maybe like 1 minute or so, because I was also explaining it to you. Now to copy and paste this into another clip, all you have to do is go, well, you know, copy and paste attributes, and make sure that you only have the effects option ticked, and then there we are. You have that same effect in your other clip. So that's pretty much color correction. Didn't require that much thinking, just a bit of adjustments here and there. So now let's move on to color grading. So start off by going into your project tab and then click on this icon where you'll get an adjustment layer, and make sure that your adjustment layer is fit to the sequence settings of this project. The footage that I captured isn't 50 frames per second. It's in the correct aspect ratio, so I can press OK. And now we can drag that adjustment layer in and put that over the 2 clips that I want color graded. Now instead of manually color grading, which is going to take years, it's going to feel like years, all you have to do is go up into this little drop down menu called Input LUT and go into Custom and click on a LUT. Now basically a LUT is a color graded preset. Now I'm going to go for the Cold Flame LUT, and then I'm going to press open, and there we are. That's my color graded clip. Now you can do additional adjustments to your clip if you're unhappy with that look with the color grade, but it doesn't take that long. And yeah, that's your color graded clip. And that color grading will also be carried over to the other clip. And then once again, you can make those additional adjustments. You can also change the LUT if you're not happy with that color graded look. So I'm going to click on my Emerald LUT, and once again that changes the color of the clip. And I think that looks better than the Cold Flame in my opinion. And that's the LUT that I used in my previous video, which you can check out. Now the 2 LUTs that I have, I downloaded off Nicholas Crystal's site, which I'll leave a link in the description for, which is free to download. But you can scan around YouTube and Google and find a LUT that you like, that's hopefully free to download. And yeah, that's basically color grading and color correction. So now that you've made it this far, I'm going to tell you my extra tip on how to make your videos look even more cinematic. But before we go any further, make sure that you smash that like button, because I put a lot of effort into these videos, and it'd be really appreciated if you just hit that like button. It would make all the difference. And my extra tip to make your videos look even more cinematic is cropped edges. Now, I don't know why, but for some reason, when you crop in the top and the bottom of your video, it just looks a million times more cinematic. It looks like a feature film. Hey, look, trust. Like if you type down crop in the effects tab and drag that into your clip. Now most people tend to crop the top and bottom by 20%, which is what I'll show you. I feel like that's a little bit too cropped, so I tend to go out by 10% instead. And right there, that looks 1,000 times more cinematic. I don't know why, but it just does. Look, I'll show you the difference between cropped and uncropped. So let's go out. Yeah, that's fine. But then when you add the crop effect, it just makes your clip look so much better. Now, to save yourself some time, you don't have to go through this process of adding the crop effect to all your clips. All you have to do is go copy again, along with your color correction, and you can take that over to an unedited clip and just go paste attributes with the two Lumetri color and crop effect selected, and there we go. You just saved yourself a substantial amount of time. Now, if you want to see this type of edits in action, all you have to do is watch my previous video. So yeah, that's everything. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you later.